Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa inyong lahat na ating mga taga-subaybay. Ang ating topic na pag-aaralan sa video presentation na ito is about total and partial extinction of criminal liability. No? Ano nga ba yung mga circumstances or ground for total extinction of criminal liability? Ganon din yung mga grounds for partial extinction of criminal liability. So at the end of the video or lesson, you should be able to explain the distinction or difference between total and partial extinction of criminal liability, no? Yan. So ano nga ba yung total extinction? Siyempre, mawawalan buo yung criminal liability, di ba? Partial, hindi mawawala na buo yung criminal liability. And second, you should be able to elucidate the grounds for total and partial extinction of criminal liability. Okay, so bago natin i-discuss yung pong main topic, yung grounds for total extinction of criminal liability, let us discuss first what is criminal liability. Yan. Ano nga ba yung criminal liability? So when we say criminal liability, it is referring to the responsibility for a crime, no? Dahil nga sa tinatawag nating principle of retribution, no? Or yung retribution principle, which is the first justification of punishment, in which if you committed a crime, you need to be punished. Yan, di ba? So, at yan nga po yung tinatawag nating criminal liability. Karapat-dapat mong pagbayaran kung meron kang ginawa na hindi maganda sa iyong kapwa. Yan. So criminal liability refers to responsibility for a crime and penalty that the society imposes for the crime. Yan. So yung responsibilidad mo na panagutan ng iyong ginawa at yan ay yan yung ipapataw na parusa sa iyo ng ating society or the state, sabi natin. So because crime cause harm to the society as a whole, in addition to the victim, the government or lawyer brings charges against the offender on behalf of each citizen. Kaya nga karamihang krimen, yung public crime na tinatawag natin, people of the Philippines versus yung offender. Di ba? So yun ang usual because the state will be the one to represent the victim, no, in the prosecution of case, mga kaibigan, no? And pag sinabi natin criminal liability, yan po yung kailangan mong panagutan yung iyong ginawang krimen, di ba? So dahil nga ikaw ay nagdulot ng sakit o kaguluhan sa ating society or sakit sa biktima. All right? So that is criminally liable or criminal liability. It is your responsibility to answer for the crime that you have committed. What is total extinction of criminal liability? When you say total extinction, of course, it means the entire penalty will be extinguished or will be erased, no? And there is no more criminal liability. Hindi ka na pwede ulit patawan ng penalty, no? Or punishment. So what are the grounds for total extinction of criminal liability? Siyempre, number one dyan, by death of the convict, no? O pag namatay, siyempre, nawawala na yung criminal liability. Kasi sabi natin, ang criminal liability dapat personal, di ba? O yan yung isa sa juridical conditions of penalty, na dapat ang liability or criminal liability must be personal. Di ba? So death of convict extinguish criminal liability at any stage during the criminal proceeding. Civil liability is likewise extinguished or nawawala din if death occurs before the final judgment. Yan. So kung bago no, nagkaroon ng final na desisyon, no, namatay yung tao, nawawala din yung tinatawag nating civil liability. If that occurs, there will be nobody to serve the penalty for the crime. Kasi sabi nga natin, isa sa juridical condition ng penalty, it must be personal, no proxy. Yan, no? Now, the death of convict, whether before or during the final judgment extinguishes criminal liability because one of the juridical condition of penalty is the penalty must be personal, no? Walang ang proxy na sabi natin, hindi mo pwedeng parusahan yung anak nung convicted offender, no? So if that occurs before or during the trial, yan, ano naman ang mangyayari sa criminal case? Of course, kung namatay yung tao, ongoing ang trial, or bago pa magkaroon ng trial, the case will be dismissed. Yan. Okay, so this is because of the preservation of constitutional rights of deceased accused who would not be anymore in the position para idepensa or depensahan ang kanyang sarili. Kaya po pagka nakasuhan yung isang akusado at namatay, pagkatapos isampa yung kaso, then madidismiss yung kasong naisampa sa kanya. Pero kapag yan ay nadinig na, no? Inihintay na lamang yung kanyang final judgment, no? Ay mai-extinguish yung criminal liability as well as civil liability. Yung pangalawa ay service of sentence, no? So crime is debt incurred by the offender. So nagkautang yung offender, di ba? Because of his wrongful act. And the penalty is the payment for the debt. When the payment is made, debt is already extinguished. So service of sentence does not, no, does not, pakitandaan, pagka na-serve yung sentence, hindi po nawawala ang civil liability. Ang nawawala lamang ay criminal liability. So the civil liability can be instituted pa rin or hindi pa rin siya na-extinguish. Then, pangatlo mga kaibigan ay amnesty. Yan. So, amnesty completely extinguishes the penalty and all of the effects. Amnesty, it is an act of the sovereign power or the state granting oblivion. When we say oblivion, it is forgetfulness. In short, pag sinabi nating forgetfulness, no, kakalimutan yung past offenses. Kasi ang effect ng amnesty, it will obliterates or totally erase, no, yung offense mismo, yung crime mismo ay ang kanyang buburahin. Hindi lang yung penalty actually ang binubura ng amnesty, kundi kasama na yung offense mismo. Okay? So it is also known as the general pardon for past offenses. Yan, kakalimutan kahit na 10 na napatay, kapag ka meron pong amnesty at sumuko ka, kakalimutan lahat ng iyong kasalanan sa nakaraan. At ito'y buburahin niya sa record, no? And is rarely, if ever, exercised in favor of single individual. Usually, it is exerted or enforced in behalf of certain classes of person. Yung classes of person na sinasabi dyan, yun yung tinatawag natin na mga political offenders. No? Sila yung ginagrantan ng amnestiya. No? Tulad ng New People's Army, yan. Tulad ng Alex Bungkayo Brigade, yan. Tulad ng Moro Islamic Liberation Front, and so on, yung mga nakakommit ng kudita, yan, who are subject to trial but not yet been convicted. And take note also that in amnesty, no, civil liability is not extinguished by amnesty. So ang nawawala ay yung criminal liability, mga kaibigan. All right? So next is absolute pardon. No? Yan ay isa sa ground for total extinction of criminal liability. When you say absolute pardon, it is an executive clemency granted by the president, no? Or relevant authority fully forgives. Yan. So totally forgive a person for a crime they have committed. At ang epekto ng absolute pardon, it will restore all civil rights and removes the legal penalties, no? Yung legal penalties or criminal liability or disabilities resulting from the conviction. Unlike conditional pardon, an absolute pardon does not require further condition. Okay, pero dito sa Pilipinas, bago mag-grant ang absolute pardon, mga kaibigan, ay kailangan na na-serve mo na yung sentence mo. Okay, so after service of sentence, at the time that you can apply for absolute pardon. O kaya naman ay na-issue na sa'yo yung Certificate of Final Release and Discharge kapag ka ikaw ay nag-undergo ng parole. O kaya naman ay grinant ka na ng court ng final discharge. So in short, tapos mo na yung iyong sentensya bago ka pwedeng mag-apply ng absolute pardon. Okay? So, ang nire-restore nito ay yung civilian rights or civil and political rights, pero hindi po kasama yung right to vote and right to be voted or yung tinatawag na right to suffrage. Kailangan naka-express po yun, mga kaibigan, no? Yan. So, ano yung key features nito? We have full forgiveness. It will erase the legal consequences of the conviction. So, mawawala yung criminal liability. It will restore the civil rights. Okay? It may reinstate the rights such as voting or holding public office, pero dapat yung rights kasi ng voting, kailangan po na naka-express doon sa order. Oh, yan. So, kailangan nandun sa order yan. And final and irrevocable. So, take note, once na ang absolute pardon ay nag-grant na, no, it cannot be revoked nor it cannot be modified. Hindi rin pwedeng i-appeal. Okay, so tandaan po yung isa sa feature nito, no? Absolute pardon is not irrevocable. Once it will be granted, it will become final. Next, a ground for total extinction of criminal liability is prescription of crime. Ano ba yung prescription of crime? It is the forfeiture or loss of the right of the state to prosecute. Tandaan na, nawawalan ng karapatan ang ating bansa o estado para i-prosecute or i-file yung kaso sa korte after the lapse of a certain time. Ganon. So, wala ka ng karapatan na kasuhan pa yung offender once na nag-lapse na. Okay? Yan, yung karapatan mo para mag-file ng kaso. So, prescription of crimes, no? Kapag ka punishable ng reclusion perpetua, death, and reclusion temporal, it will be prescribed within 20 years. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ka ang penalty ay reclusion perpetua, no? Death at reclusion temporal, pag hindi mo na i-file yung kaso doon sa offender within 20 years, okay, wala ka ng karapatan na i-file yung kaso pag naglaps yung 20 years. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng prescription of crime, no? Kapag ka naman other afflictive penalties like prison mayor, yan, maglalaps yan within 15 years. So pagka within 15 years, hindi mo kinasuhan, definitely, mawawalan ka na ng karapatan para siya ay kasuhan. Okay, crimes punishable by correctional penalty, that is prison correctional and arresto or prison correctional, no? That is 10 years, and crimes punishable by correctional arresto mayor, that is 5 years. Crime of libel, ayan po ay natatanong pa sa board exam, that is 1 year. Kaya kapag ka ikaw ay siniraan ng puri, kailangan may file mo yung kaso sa loob ng 1 taon. Offenses of oral defamation and slander by deed, 6 months dapat ma-file mo na. At pagka light offenses tulad ng slight physical injuries, kailangan ma-file mo within 2 months. Okay? Pag naglaps yung time na yan, mga kaibigan, ay mawawala yung karapatan mo para i-file yung kaso. Okay? And you totally or the criminal liability of the offender will be totally extinguished since mawawalan ka nga ng karapatan para i-file yung kaso, no? So when the penalty fixed by law is compound one, the highest penalty shall be made the basis of application ng rule. Next is by prescription of penalty. Anong kaibahan nito sa prescription of crime? Sa prescription of crime ay nawawalan ng karapatan ang ating estado para i-prosecute yung kaso. Okay? Dito naman sa prescription of penalty, it is the loss or forfeiture of the right of the government to execute the final sentence after the lapse of certain time. Ito yung nawawalan ng karapatan ng gobyerno na ipataw yung parusa once na nasentensyahan na yung isang convicted offender tapos siya'y tumakas. tapos hindi siya makita within a specific period of time as provided by law. Yan. So nawawalan ng karapatan na i-impose yung punishment or yung penalty. Ito yung prescription of penalty. Nag-e-expire kumbaga, no? Kapag ka siya ay nasintensyahan tapos tumakas, tapos hindi siya makita within specific period of time, ay nawawalan yung ating or gobyerno ng karapatan para i-impose or i-execute ang final sentence. So, prescription of penalty is the loss or forfeiture of the right of the government to execute or impose the final sentence. No? So, when and how penalties prescribed, no? Death and reclusion perpetua, pagka ganyan ang penalty, nagpe-prescribe yan within 20 years. Meaning, kung siya'y tumakas, tapos hindi siya nakita within 20 years, kahit magpakita siya, pagka naglaps na yung 20 years, kahit magpakita na siya, hindi na siya pwedeng parusahan. No? Ganon. Yan ang tinatawag na prescription of penalty. So, other afflictive penalties naman, 15 years din. Parang yung prescription of crime, ano? Correctional penalties, that is 10 years with the exception of arresto mayor. Ang arresto mayor kasi is 5 years and light penalty will prescribe in 1 year. So tandaan po natin na ang prescription of penalty ay yan yung nawawalan ng ating gobyerno ng karapatan para i-execute or i-impose yung final sentence pagkatapos na tumakas ang isang convicted offender tapos hindi na siya makita within 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, and 1 years. Okay? Or 1 year. So when shall computation of prescription of penalties commence? Kailan ba nag-uumpisa yung computation ng 20 years? Ganon, ano? Excuse me po. The prescription period of penalties begins when the convict evade serving the sentence. If the defendant surrenders, okay, or apprehended, goes to a foreign country with no extradition treaty in the Philippines, or commits another crime before prescription period ends, the prescription period will not be interrupted. Yan, no? So, tatandaan ay kapag ka walang extradition treaty doon sa bansa na pinuntahan niya, ay hindi po titigil, no? Or hindi po maika-count doon sa prescription of penalty. Kailangan pumunta siya sa bansa na may extradition. Pag may extradition kasi mga kaibigan, tuloy yung pagbilang nung yung bilang doon sa kanyang pag-prescribe. Okay? So, ganon. Pero kapag pumunta siya sa bansa na walang extradition treaty, definitely ay tumitigil yung tinatawag na prescription period. Okay? So, sana po ay maliwanag yun, ano? So, kunwari is tumakbo siya sa Taiwan, meron tayong agreement or merong extradition treaty ang Pilipinas at Taiwan, di ba? So kung doon siya nagtago, definitely ay maika-count yung kanyang evasion of service of sentence. So maika-count yun. Pag naka 20 years siya sa Taiwan, tapos saka siya bumalik dito sa Pilipinas, okay, after 20 years, hindi na siya pwedeng patawan ng parusa kasi nag-prescribe na. Pero kung tumakbo siya doon sa bansa na walang extradition treaty, ba, ay nag-i-stop or nag-i-end yung kanyang prescription period, mga kaibigan. No? Ganun po. Now, next is, grounds for total extinction, number 7, by marriage of the offended woman as provided in Article 344 of the Revised Penal Code or of this code. So, marriage of offended woman under Article 344 must be in good faith, no? Yan, dapat yan ay talagang maganda yung nais, no? Hindi lang niya yung gusto na siya ay maka-escape ng liability. Yan, maganda yung intention. If the offender marries the victim solely to escape liability for rape, seduction, abduction, or acts of lasciviousness, the marriage has no legal effect. It will be considered void. Yan, di ba? So, dapat bukal sa kalooban at damdamin. Di ba? So, yan po, in good faith po dapat. Eh, sir, paano pag tatlo yung rapist, isa lang napakasalan niya? Po pwedeng filean pa rin ng kaso yung kasamahan na hindi naman umasawa sa kanya. Alright? Yan. So, pero kapag pagka yan ay pinakasalan at pumayag yung babae, in good faith naman yung pag-aasawa ng lalaki, then it will be a ground for total extinction of criminal liability. So yun po yung pito, no, na grounds for total extinction of criminal liability in which a criminal liability will be totally extinguished. Susunod naman, ano naman yung grounds for partial extinction of criminal liability? When you say partial, siyempre, hindi po totally nawawala yung criminal liability. Yan. So, partial, ibig sabihin, hindi totally na nawawala. Sabi nga natin, ano? It is a partial extinction if there remains a liability, although lessened. Yan. So, nabawasan. So, ano yung mga grounds for partial extinction? You have conditional pardon. Instead na ikaw ay nakakulong, ikaw po ay i-release after na na-serve mo na yung one-half of maximum sentence. Pag na-serve mo yung one-half of maximum sentence, pwede kang mag-apply ng conditional pardon. I-release ka ngayon. Pero may mga condition kasi na kailangan mong sundin. Yan. Although you will not be totally be imprisoned, syempre, nasa laya, pero may mga condition. Kaya nga partial extinction hindi total. Pagka ni-reduce yung sentence mo, reduction of service of sentence, ang tinatawag na commutation of sentence, or reduce the sentence, it is also partially. Kasi nga, hindi naman totally na tatanggalin yung penalty. Parole, no? Pwede mong ma-avail ang parole in which ikaw ay re-release sa community after serving the minimum sentence. Pwede kang pagbigyan. Okay, we have also probation, in which it is considered as a judicial process, as we have discussed in previous videos. Kasama na po dyan yung good conduct and time allowance under Republic Act number 10592. Na pagka maganda ang ipinakita mo within first 2 years, pwede kang bawasan ng 20 days every month na maganda ipinapakita mo. Pagka 3 to 5 years na, pwede kang bawasan ng 23 days. So, di man nababawasan yung penalty mo. Kaya nga tinawag na partial extinction. Di ba? Kapag 6 to 10 years, that is 25 days. Kapag 11th year and above, that is 30 days. So yan yung mga partial extinction. A person who was conditionally pardoned and those who are placed under probation ay may kinocomply kasi yan na condition, mga kaibigan. Okay, and the non-compliance shall result to revocation. If sentence is commuted, then such shall replace the original sentence with a reduced sentence. So, naibaba lang. So, the director of prison shall grant good conduct for loyalty. Yan. If it is granted, it cannot be revoked as well. Pag naibigay na yung good conduct and time allowance. Alright? So hanggang dyan na lang ang ating video presentation na ito. Maraming salamat sa inyong walang kawang pagkinig. Sana po ay meron kayong natutunan mula sa short video presentation ito. Thank you very much. Good day and mabuhay po.